Greetings. Hello, people. If you have found this video, you may be into fasting, you may be interested in fasting, you might just be curious what it's all about, and so I hope to give you guys some insight into my experience. So it is beginning of September sometime. I don't know the exact date. I just wrapped up my 12-week summer business. Yesterday was my last day, yay! And I began my summer business with a 3-day extended fast. Well, my intention was 72-hour fast. And I am now embarking on my second extended fast following my 12-week summer. So I want to give you guys a little background into what I do, my experience with my first fast, and my plans on how I'm changing it up for my second fast. So first off, why did I embark on the fast? So I was having my cycle was getting progressively worse and worse and worse, my moon cycle. And so I was praying about it, asking God, how do I fix this? What do I do? And then my social media feed started just getting inundated with 72-hour fast, 72-hour fast, 72-hour fast. So I started reading the comments and just looking into it. And so that planted the seed. And then I'm sitting there. It was like 3.5 days before I was about to start my summer gig, which is very, very physically intensive. And I thought, perfect. I'm going to do my first biblical fast. Another part that planted the seed is I saw on my social media also that, interestingly enough, the NIV Bible and I don't know what's the James one or whatever, like the old school one that my father-in-law had gifted me. The NIV version of the Bible, the one that's easier to read, the newer, like hipper version, omitted fasting in a couple different Bible passages. Why would they take that out? Fasting, like that's some hard concept, like we wouldn't be able to understand it. And the background was Jesus was saying like the only way to cast out the demons is by prayer and fasting, and they just said by prayer. So fasting, why don't they want us fasting? You know, my conspiracy mindedness, you know, like why wouldn't they want us fasting? Which makes me think that it's because they're trying to keep us sick, right? And not that I think I have demons, but I do have vices that I would like to separate myself from a little bit. And so anyway, I was interested, I was intrigued, and I had 3.5 days. So I said, all right, that's it. I'm starting a fast right now. And the fast that I had read about was water, black coffee, and green tea. And then you can add electrolytes to your water. And so I always use pickle juice to hydrate. And so the beginning of the fast, I was using pickle juice. And then it was like 2 days in, I want to say, that I started to think, I wonder if I'm messing up my fast by using pickle juice. So I started doing research, and I think I was. So I then switched, and I remembered all of a sudden that I had this that I had bought a year earlier on Amazon. And so I started to put this into my water. And then I also ordered this Redmond real salt. And we had seen a YouTube video, I don't know, a year ago or something. Heavy D Sparks did a tour of the mine in Utah. This stuff comes from Utah. It's full of minerals, and I just really liked the company. I've been intrigued and wanted a reason to order it, and so this was it. And then I also got these cute little minis. You can see to carry, one in my backpack that I take to work and another one in my purse to just have like on the go wherever I was going to add to my water. So this stuff, I told you I ordered it a year ago. I was putting it in my water and it made my water taste salty and I didn't love that. So then I started adding it to like lemonade and stuff. I've now learned to love salty water because I know what it's doing for my body. It's giving me those minerals that I really need. And as I heard on one podcast, like if you are just hydrating by chugging a bunch of water, it's not a very like intelligent plan. So you need to be supplementing with the minerals that your body needs. This one has magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium, and then it also has sulfate and boron. I don't know. Anyway, and then for my teas, I just happened to only have these 2 teas on hand, which I used for my first fast, and these were bought a year prior when I was having some digestive issues, and my mother-in-law recommended I get some teas. So I got this mango ginger, supports healthy digestion, and this smooth move. So even though I wasn't like intending to cleanse with these, I did notice the benefits of utilizing these teas during my fast because I felt like it was really clearing out my system, which is great. So yeah, even though you're not eating food, you will still have probably some movements. I did at least like 3 days into the fast. So my first fast, I wanted it to be a biblical fast to get closer to God. I wanted to reset my hormones and kind of correct my moon cycle. And then another benefit that I had read would probably come from it, which did, was weight loss. And I did lose 11 pounds during my first fast, which has stayed off throughout the 12 weeks of my summer job, where it's like all you can eat food for lunch and dinner. And I definitely wasn't making the healthiest of choices through summer because my work is so demanding. So I do massage out at a summer camp. I bike commute out there because the road is really rough, and plus I've always been a cyclist. I love bike commuting. It's a way for me to like, I don't know, kind of reset my day. So I do love to bike. So I bike out to the summer camp, and then once I'm there, I'm doing, I guess, many massages I could possibly do in a day, and they're mobile massages. So I have to cart my table around camp. So this entails, I tow it behind my bike. So I'm biking from cabin to cabin, and then I have to take the table off of the cart. I have to carry it usually up some flights of stairs, sometimes 3 flights of stairs. And then I've got to set the table up in their room, do the massage, and then break down my table, carry it back out again. It's a very exhausting process. So I did this fast for 72 hours before starting work, and then I felt so good, so clear, so full of energy that I kept going even once going to work. And I made it 2.5 days into work, so it was a total of 5.5 days. And the only reason I broke the fast was I started to feel a little bit lightheaded, and my work was priority, and so I thought I better eat a piece of fruit. There's a lot of talk about how to break a fast. I didn't follow much. I started with fruit because I thought that was like the safest option, but when the fruit went down just fine, I had like a salad and portobello mushroom for lunch, and then dinner I went to town. I like it was, they have mozzarella cheese sticks on Wednesdays, and I like showed my husband. I had like a mound of probably unhealthy choices. I'm gonna try and break this fast differently because there was a quote I just watched Fasting, The Natural Healer Within, something like that documentary. These Aussie guys did a really long fast, and they quoted Socrates in it, saying any fool can fast, but it takes wisdom to break a fast. And so I'm probably gonna get those bone broth packets, or even make my own bone broth. So I'll make like chicken tacos or something for Brady, and then use the bone broth to break my fast. What else did I want to say? Oh, so the first time I did my fast, I journaled. I just printed. I Googled biblical extended fast journal or something along those lines, and found one that was for a 3-day fast. And I printed it out and I wrote on those like separate pieces of paper my journaling. And then I lost the pages, and I like to keep stuff like that in one place. So I went out and purchased a journal that is pretty empty at this point because I've been working so hard. I have like 2 journal entries. So I am excited to focus on my health, my fitness, my spiritual fitness, now that I have more time on my hands. So I have been weight training through summer, but like when I can fit it in, I called it like exercise snacking. It was just like some reps here, some reps there. So I look forward into diving into more of weight training. We'll see after I finish this fast. If I'm hooked, I might be hooked because it's pretty powerful stuff. So I did see a correction in my moon cycle after my first fast. I lost 11 pounds. I was able to do more massages this year, so it upped my productivity. And I don't know if that was part of the God connection of helping me with my purpose. So with this fast, my goal is at least 72 hours, but I'd like to go 5 days, and anything over 5 days is a super cool bonus. And I look forward to checking back with you guys afterwards to let you know my results. If you want to check out that documentary, that's a good one. Fasting, The Healer Within. And Captain Taylor Morgan is a influencer that I found through the Freedom Movement that also is a proponent of biblical fasting. So that's another bit of inspiration there that I encourage you to look into. He's got YouTube and Instagram. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, please comment. And like always, click that like button and subscribe. Thank you.